This one is fairly straightforward. The statement on the Treasury website states that extreme weather events, quote, extreme weather events are also expected to occur with increased severity and frequency. On what are you basing that statement?
We worked with the Department of Climate Change, Environment, Energy and Water, the Department of Prime Minister and Cabinet and the AOFM in terms of the statement, and the statement is consistent with the government's stated position on climate change and climate action. The statement uses publicly available information from the 2023-24 budget and the annual climate change statement.
I'm sure it's consistent with lots of things because you just tell me where the sources of it. I'll go back to the quote. Extreme weather events are expected to occur with increased frequency and severity. So I'll direct you to the United Nations Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, 6th Assessment Report on the Science, Chapter 12, Table 12.12. That summarises the available scientific evidence on the signal of natural disasters. So I'll run through some of the types of disasters where the United Nations says there have been no detectable increase in the number of natural disasters. Frost, river flood, rain measured in terms of heavy precipitation or mean precipitation, landslide, drought, fire weather, wind speed, windstorm, tropical cyclone, dust storm, heavy snowfall, hail, relative sea level, coastal flood, marine heatwave. No change in signal on any of these events according to the United Nations Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. So I'm wondering what type of weather event this increased risk you are claiming is going to come from. What type of natural disaster are you talking about?
Senator, that's probably not my area within the department. So
do you think I should take it up with the departments that you've copied your policy from?
Yes, the Department of Climate Change, Environment, Energy and Water is probably the most appropriate department.
Okay, so you've taken their material and just placed it on your website? You've trusted them?
We have been wholly consistent with government policy in terms of the statement.
And it's informed by a range of different pieces of evidence. Senator Roberts, I think we're going to have to agree to disagree.
Well, no, we don't have to agree to disagree. We just have to get the data. So perhaps you could take it on notice, Minister, to get me that data.
Thank you very much.
Sorry, Senator, could I just answer the question?
I wouldn't be winking about it.
About costs?
Hey?
Wouldn't be winking about it.
No, well, I just think this comes up a lot. Like, I think fundamentally we have a different. You strongly object, Senator, to climate science. We don't.
Minister,
I don't reject. That's a false statement. I don't reject the climate science. I follow the climate science.
Senator Roberts, thank you. Ms Kelly would like to make a final remark.
I just want to answer your question about the costs. So I've got some clarification. We've borne our own costs and Ms O'Donnell is bearing hers. There are no other decisions to be made about costs.
Thank you. And thank you very much. I just make the point that the Minister is not willing to provide me with the source of that advice.
Well, I think we have provided.
You're a senior member of the government.
I think on numbers of estimates, hearings, numbers of questions on notice, that information has been provided, Senator Roberts. If there's anything further we can provide,
Senator Gallagher, I need to correct you. The logical scientific points with the empirical scientific data has never been provided to me by
Senator Roberts, I'm just going to make the decision that there's a repetition to your line of questioning. Thank you very much for your brevity in general. Thank you to the Department of Treasury, Small Business, Housing, Corporate and Law Group. Thank you for being here and answering our questions. And we now invite